Kodai, a place engulfed by a mystical blanket of fog and mist, Mother Nature welcomes into her lap of magical sunrise and waves of cotton-like clouds. The serene mountains of Kodai and the soothing lakes had already enchanted us. The morning we assembled and got ready to start. We were flagged off by our camp leaders. The little girl wished us. This was the place where Prashantji made a daredevil act. We moved ahead to the reserve forests, making our way, touching by the streams, over the rocks, and by the trees. Everybody was young, no matter whatever age they belonged to. All were bubbling with spirit and enthusiasm. Mother Nature was in full bloom. The roots formed the path. The mist casted a magical spell, and the cold soothed us all. The tall onlookers wore blankets of white. Life unfurls in so many untold ways in the jungle. Water, color, life. Ancient tribal village, Vellakavi. It was so rich in tradition and so respected in its simplicity. It was really quite poetess than our first camp. The orange sun came through the mist and lighted the mountains of Kodai. We looked up at from Vellakavi. We bade bye to the coffee plants as we walked ahead to Munnar. This was also a slide down, and nature had laid bare her green body to us, to those who had chosen to walk the path. Sometimes grasses were as high as ourselves, and we also lined up to decide the path to take. Or posed for a photograph for a while. Enchanting trees and magical streams. And sometimes the nature's own people, the villagers, all we met, and then we moved ahead. When we rested at a place, the nature held an umbrella made of crisscrossing branches. Finally refreshed, we march ahead towards our next camp. At Mundal, the YHAI guys had set up everything so flawlessly. The tents, the canteen, everything were in perfect order. Day 3 was a relatively easy day, very easy for most. We walked through flat village roads. The simple village life and the brisk nature walk soothed us, instantly taking us away from the busy life we lead normally. The kid Benil walked all along with us. Wherever there is water, there is life. Wherever there is life, there is music. Nature, thou art very beautiful. The lazy 3 hours that we spent near a flowing stream, bathing and cooling ourselves of the fatigue, that was really wonderful. Then we re-energized ourselves for the journey ahead. Near Kurangini, we drank from a spilling tap. These were forest guards' quarters, and no tents this time at our third campsite. Ah, mother, your doors are always open, but we come so rarely. Day 4 morning started with us roaming around the fields of Kurangini. Undescribable beauty. Mountains, flowers, leaves, fields. We also spotted various birds and the weaver birds' nests hanging from the coconut tree. This was the climb when we marched ahead to the Munnar Central Station. kid Benil was still with us. Through forests, over the mountains we climbed, and we walked through serpentine paths. Slowly and slowly, we were moving higher and higher. When we stopped near the central station, there was a mosque and there was a church. The view gave us an experience of the limitless expanse of the boundless canvas of nature. There were mysterious rock formations, magically surrounded by mist, and lemongrass were all around. When we stopped by a sharbat shop, the lady we refer as now Sharbat Auntie served us sweet, cool, refreshing drinks. At the end of our fourth day, when we reached the top view, it was really breathtaking. The mountains and the valley all around us. We spotted many monkeys and giant wild squirrels roaming above the trees. People rested, chatted lazily, formed into various groups. Various interesting thoughts, discussions, stories, and scripts were written and discussed on the night. Day 5, sunrise at the Munnar Central Station welcomed us into the climax of our trek. Beaks of the flower birds requested us to stay for more, but we said, let us move on, next batch will be here soon. And so, leaving the fourth day's camp, we marched ahead. Sometimes we also looked back. As we were climbing higher, the climate was getting colder. The mist had fallen. There was water in the air. We were reaching our destination, enthusiastically climbing. But we sometimes rested lazily and also satisfied memory's hunger. Unseen flowers here too did not stop evading us. When we reached the top station, we rested at the dhaba. The top station viewpoint was very serene. After the lunch, we boarded jeeps for a sightseeing trip at Munnar. We went to the green and the blue lakes of Munnar. We also treated our eyes to the lush green gardens of the tea estates. The trek culminated at Devikulam, a place 7 kilometers away from Munnar town.